Today, Yasu and his girlfriend decided that they wanted to make takoyaki. So we're shopping at the grocery store now. But the thing is, Yasu and his girlfriend have never cooked before in their entire lives. So this is going to be a giant misadventure, but I'm all for it. Just to kind of see what happens. I'm all for some debauchery and some mayhem. Especially since Yasu's kitchen has always been just a gigantic ashtray and he's never cooked in his kitchen before. So we shall see what happens. For those of you that aren't aware, takoyaki is like some sort of glutinous octopus ball that you kind of put on this little skillet thing and you prepare it with some sauce and some cabbage. It kind of looks like, oh, it is this right here. So we're trying to make this. But Yasu's apartment / house has long been a bachelor pad where females have not inhabited, and he has never cooked there, and the place does not look like it's prepared for cooking, so I don't know how it's gonna go.
Chicken.
Oh yeah.
You want a chicken?
Yeah, just in case the takoyaki doesn't work out. Yeah.
Your first time, huh?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Maybe so.
It's starting to look like something now. It's the finished product. Not too shabby. I think it looks pretty legit.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear.
Josie.
All right.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the Chronicles on YouTube. I am Joey, as always, and today we are in Hyogo at Central Circuit for the annual Central Circuit Time Attack event. I always like coming to this event because there's always something cool to see. I don't really watch much racing, honestly, because can't see much from the pits. But there's always something cool to see here. There's always the cars I've never seen before. And it's also always nice to get a taste of the local Kansai car culture, I guess you can say. But it's kind of cold. Pretty packed with cars. There's a lot going on, so let's go. Yeah, look at this EF9 right here from Rhythm Motors. It's a shop that has been around for ages, it seems. Haven't seen the name in a while though, but it's nice to see that they're still producing cars. This is a Lego themed one. It's the EF9 with a Type T double vented hood. It's the EF9 lip and a custom splitter. It's the EF9 lip? Yeah. It's Enki RPF 1s. This car looks sick. It's very nice. It's a yellow dragon car. It's racing ecstasy. But I don't know if this car is new or not. I don't believe I've seen it before. But it has a very aggressive Kansai feel to it. Straight pipe exhaust. I wonder what's wrong with it and why it's just sitting on the tow trailer. Something must have happened during practice yesterday where they couldn't use it on competition day, but it's here and it's very cool to see. R34 here from Rocket Dancer. Fujimura Rocket Dancer, the aero parts company. Wow. This canard. Rocket Dancer or Auto Select. Looks like Auto Select, but I don't want to confuse the arrow. I think a lot of guys think that Rocket Dancer is like a Honda company, but it's actually not. They actually make a ton of aero for all kinds of cars. Just make a really nice IS lip too. Zero Fighter EF9. Love that yellow tint. Zero Fighter Honda Fit that they use a lot for Honda Fit Cup races. Just a Temple Racing EG. Ton's car. Oh, has a new valve cover. It's like one of those skunk valve covers, or is it HPD one? And they painted it. Oh, it's definitely one of the skunk valve covers. It's nice that they recoated it to give it its own look. It's K24 with these massive Kinsler ITBs. Arrow-wise, it's still the same. Sounds like they're having some transmission issues today. Yeah, perfect timing. Next running group is up. You again. This is JC from Work Wheels. You like this EF with the PL livery on it. Oh shit, FL5. On the new CE28N Plus. Dude, the Zero Fighter EF9 looks rad. Head of the group. Yeah, look at this thing. Not a big fan of some of the parts that they sell, but the cars that they build, pretty great. Patronus EF9 here, and Kenneth Lau's Integra Type R, which is a Kansai resident, I guess you could say, while he goes back and forth in Hong Kong. Yeah, while Kenneth goes back and forth from Hong Kong to Canada to here, his car stays here. Some Gen V ITBs. Catron right here. It has a Voltex wing that they just turned upside down and they use it as a front splitter. Has TEs on here. RE71 RS tires. A little tiny mirror. The bread head cushion just taped to the seat. It's a nice touch. E-brake. Got a Voltex wing too. at the stands. Whoa. What's in there? S2000 from Top Fuel here. K1 Lab wing, carbon trunk, custom rear bumper cut. There's a K1 Lab front bumper too. Tire warmers, brake ducting, there's over fenders. Fully gutted. Got the manual air conditioning right there. Craft square mirror. Huh?
2.35 engine.
Oh. Oh, it's a Toyota engine.
That built by
Built by Top Fuel. A half-sided radiator.
yeah, Toyota part, but engine the built from the Top Fuel.
Oh, okay. So it's Top Fuel guts built by, Toyota guts built by Top Fuel? Pacific radiator?
Looks like it.
Right?
Yeah, looks like it.
The oil cooler there. Electric water pump.
The belt is the alternator.
Oh, yeah, only the alternator, right? Yeah, there's nothing inside. Cool. It's kind of like a very traditional style build. Dude, it's super interesting to see this. It's a Top Fuel built 2.35 liter engine with all Toyota parts. Crazy.
ちょっとできてないからドライバーさんまで帰ってきた姿が今見受けられましたので、馴染みなっている車がもしかすると調整にあるかもしれないなということで、また後ほど情報を共有して。
Oh, there's a B series in here. It like barely fits. It's Honda City. It's a very aggressive Honda City. Look at the brakes. You have to shave it down. You have to shave the brake down to clear the wheel.
Yeah, shave it.
Dude, that's great. The brakes are still super small. Oh, it has a Quave transmission.
What?
It's Quave. Oh shit. It's a Quave B series. Dude, what in the world? Look at the arrow. Oh my god. Look at that. Look at the dashboard. M-Tech M150.
Yeah.
This is an M-Tech M150 powered B series with a Quave transmission. Single bride seat. Red seat here, full cage. Dude, look at the fuel gauge. Dude, this thing is crazy. Yeah. It's super cool. Everything's custom.
That chrome sensor, the here.
Huh?
Yeah.
See, the engine like barely fits.
Yeah.
I had to shave both sides. Yeah, custom everything.
Yeah.
The damper. Can't
I don't know.
Whatever they make for this car. Dude, this is insane. There's a camera for a side mirror. Huge wheel spacer in the back. Damn, this might be the coolest thing here. The CRX Mugen Pro 2 that I also saw here last year. Looked like they raised the car up a little bit. Super clean engine bay. B16A NGK coils. Huh? Wonder what these are off of. Sport mount on this side. The tranny mount is just a regular stock one. Interesting. Coil on plug. It's the intake header, the Jasma header. It's like a 5 Ziegen header maybe? Yeah. Some Workmeister CR01s. A really clean track car. The rear's been all cut out too. No exhaust. Lunchtime. Okay. The Rhythm Motors EF9 right here. Kind of a legendary EF9. If you've ever followed the Chronicles, it's one of the EFs I covered like maybe 10 years ago. Still out and about with the K-Series, Toyota ITVs. Just a really, really fast EF9 with a spectacular driver. It's the same guy that built that blue Rocket Bunny EG6 that you guys saw at Weekfest Japan back in the day. The guy just has a knack for building great cars, and this is probably his favorite because, you know, after all these years he still has this one. Got these Track Life fender inserts, I guess you can call them. The tan N1 suspension. Spoon brakes. Custom front splitter. Not much to this car, it's very simple. The Osaka JDM mirrors. Look at the steering hub, it's all cut out. Fuel cell inside. Full bolt-in cage. Carbon rear hatch. Cut rear bumper. Very timeless setup. And of course he has the cutout in the hood for the Toyota fuel rail. The Pia EF9 lost its front lip already. It's unfortunate. Looks like it's missing the bottom half of its jaw. The B16B in here. Purple accents. Old school Jasma. What kind of header is this? Can't tell. Maxim works probably. Yep, the sun's coming in kind of strong right now. Stan at Night's car from the Kanto area, Tokyo side. Got this custom spoon themed EF. B16A in here. These new T37Bs on it. RPF1s in the front and Wet Sports in the back. On Hoosiers too. Garage Work EK. All the way from the Kanto side. Here at Central Circuit. Fujita Engineering FD. Yeah, a new set of wheels and tires put on for probably a final session of the day. I didn't even realize this car was over here until just now. But their RX-8 too. I guess there's like a rotary class, the RX-8. RX-8 specific class, I guess. Silver EK9? EK9? Yeah. Front bumpers. It's not Arios. It looks Arios-like, but the center section looks a little different. Or am I remembering it incorrectly? Japan Racing. Another year, another opportunity to film the garage work EK on a trailer. This thing's all loaded up now. Had a pretty good weekend, I heard. They were celebrating earlier, so I assumed they hit a PB or a time that they really were aiming for. But now the car's all loaded up and ready to go back to the Kanto side. So they got a long drive ahead of them. Finally get a good look at the car outside of the pit area, because it's usually just parked up in the paddock, jacked up, no wheels on it and stuff. So get to see how crazy the aero is on this thing. Pretty nutty. Day's coming to an end. Just a few more guys out there taking some laps, just because it's nice and cool throughout the day, so you might as well keep driving. But not this car. This one's all done. Looks like it might rain too, or snow, because it's cold enough too. It's like no part of this car has been untouched. Carbon window replacements. Well, that's a wrap on this one. Time to go back to Osaka. It's too cold. So random. Look at this high-ace caravan. Cool. So I have a little bit of a problem. When I start collecting things, I usually take it way too far, get way too deep into it, and then I just acquire too many unnecessary things. I'm sure a lot of you guys deal with that same problem, but mine is it's pretty bad. So earlier, a couple weeks ago at Tokyo Auto Salon, I was walking around the show with my friends as usual, just looking at cars, doing coverage, taking photos, doing video and stuff. And then I come upon like an Ebro booth. Ebro is like one of those like 143rd scale like diecast model car things. It's like one of their booths, and I never see these booths there, and like when I do, stuff's usually just way too expensive. So I usually just glance and then move along, you know? But I saw this thing, which is the Gather's Accord GTCC car. Super sick, right? And I was like, dude, I gotta have this. I started collecting these things maybe like late last year, like when I was at hobby shop in Akihabara. I saw some NSXs, and then I was looking for stuff for Christian because Christian collects them too. And I saw these like Super GT NSXs. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get a couple of these, decorate the shop a little bit, you know, give people that walk into the shop something cool to look at, and they look really cool. I don't really like NSXs. I mean, I like NSXs, but I don't picture myself ever owning one. I'm not super interested in building one. And I didn't even watch Super GT. But seeing these NSXs were cool, just because I really like details. Like, I love liveries, and I love details and how things are executed. So I bought a couple of them. No big deal. So at Auto Salon, I saw the Gather's Accord. And everyone knows that I'm an Accord guy. And this car is pretty legendary. You guys have seen this livery everywhere, you know? So I bought this, and then, because there was only one there. So I was like, I gotta buy this. 8,100 yen, which is like $65, right? No big deal. Collector's item. I'll just buy one. And then I walked off and continued doing my thing at the show. And then towards the end of the first day of Auto Salon, I went back over to the booth just in case, you know, maybe I missed something. And you know what? Lo and behold, they refilled the shelves. And then they had these two, which is the Pia Accord and the Castrol Accord. Both also very legendary models. I mean, both very legendary models in JTCC. So, also very cool liveries, very detailed. I love these things. So, I gotta buy them. Also, 8,100 yen each. But you know what? Collector's item. I'm never gonna see them again. I've never seen them before in all my years in Japan. Like, these would have caught my eye, you know? So, I was thinking, later on that evening when I was having dinner, if I have these three, then I gotta finish off the collection, right? You gotta have the Jax Accord. The Jax Accord is probably the most iconic one of all. Everyone knows that livery. Everyone knows that car because it looked amazing. And then, so, while I was buying these two, I literally, like, asked the guy that was working the booth. I was like, hey, do you have any more Accords back there? Because if you have any more Accords, I'll just buy them. That way I don't have to keep coming back to the booth every day, you know? I might as well just buy whatever I want now, get all the Accords that they have, and maybe they'd have the Jax Accord. They don't. They did it. So I was pretty bummed, and I was like, dude, I'm not going to be able to sleep. Because I have these three, and I can't find the Jax Accord. It's not a collection. So then it became a mission to find the Accord. I looked online, had Yasu dig around other websites. I literally, like, I have been in Japan for a very long time. Like, I've been here since January 3rd, mind you. And in that time, I have a lot of free time. I have access to train, and Yasu wasn't with me the whole time in Tokyo. I was with myself most of the time. So I was pretty much free to roam and do whatever I want. So I literally found every hobby shop in Tokyo that sells these cars and these types of cars. And I took the train all over the city to try to find this Jax Accord. No luck. But you know what happens when I go to these stores and I see all these cars? Some cars I already have, mind you. I have to complete the set. And there are a lot of these. So, whenever I saw some cool ones that were in line with the stuff that I already had, I bought them. And let's just say I have a problem. So in that span of time while I was in Japan, I have acquired all of these. And there are more coming, trust me, because now I have discovered that you can purchase them very easily online. So to complete my collection, I have to get as many of them as possible. And maybe like 85% of these are secondhand, which makes it a little bit easier to collect because they're only 3,000 yen each most of the time, sometimes even cheaper. This one's 2,000 yen. This is like $15. This is like $20. Another one. This is a good one. 2,000 yen. So you know what? They were cheap. I started buying more and more and more and more and more of them. But the more I found, the more I discovered that there are different versions of them and more variants, I guess you can say. Some are very rare and some are very hard to find. This one was very hard to find. I found it. You can tell by how old the box is that it's secondhand, it's a little aged, but the cars themselves are in great condition. And I usually take them out of the paper boxes when I display them, so it's been a problem because I can't stop buying them now. I keep wanting to acquire more, and I've been looking every day online to find more. And these I randomly found in a store. I didn't even try to get these in the beginning, but I saw them and I was like, there's 2 of them, so I might as well get them. And then look how many Takata ones I have. I have every single NSX test car that is on the Ebro website. Trust me, I know because I've looked, and I know every single number that identifies what they are on the website. So they're literally a checklist of things that I can collect, and that's a problem. I already have like 15 of these at home, so I don't even have enough shelves to display all these. But because I bought this one, I had to get these 2, and then guess what? I have the Jax Accord. And I didn't find this online. I couldn't find it in any store, but a good friend of mine here from Osaka, Ikigami, he bought this for me. I don't know how he found it. I know it was very expensive, but he acquired it for me. So after acquiring these 4, I went on the Ebro website to check all the numbers, and I discovered there is one more of these. It is the number 33 car, and the front lip is green. So the car is slightly different in the way the livery is set up. And you know what? I gotta get it. Trying to find it. Sold out everywhere online. I've been trying to scour stores here in Osaka, but it's not as easy as it was in Tokyo because I can't just hop on a train. And some of these places are very far, and train access isn't what it is in Tokyo as it is in Osaka. So it's been a little bit of an issue trying to find it, but I still have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 more coming in. How am I going to get these home? I don't know, because my suitcase was already full when I came here. So probably have to buy another suitcase, and yeah, this is my dilemma right now. Welcome to my world.